And Troilus and Cressida. I hate this play. Hello, I'm Kyle, and welcome back to Bedtime Verses with Kyle. Just a little poetry to help you get ready for bed. Subscribe here, and please subscribe to my YouTube at The Kyle Derrick, and remember to check me out as Drago on Bakugan on Netflix, where I do the voicey voice. Today is Flip to Friday. Now, we did Coriolanus last week, and that was great. Ophidius, fire drives out fire, something like that. And Troilus and Cressida. I hate this play. It's like a parody of the Trojan War. And I like the Trojan War, and it's just everyone's a just jerk-off loser, and I don't care about anyone. Cressida is a trollop. Troilus is a dink. And then all the great heroes are just made fun of. It's so stupid. But we flipped to it. So what can we read? Not worth a blackberry. Wow. Samsung goes that far back. Ha 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 ha, no. Nestor. Okay. So yeah. So Act 5. No, let's find something else. Troilus and Cressida. Here, 10 the savage trying to say. So they're trying to woo Achilles, that they say is just like a big fat lazy guy. That pisses me off so much. Okay. Is there any good part of this play? Okay, you know what? Fine. Here. Okay. Aeneas is describing Hector to Agamemnon. Okay. Great. There's a big speech by Ulysses. Degrees in schools. You know what? Maybe I've been down the great. Okay, you know, okay, here we go. So Ulysses has a big speech on why the world's crap, I believe. Let's find out. All right. Troy, yet upon his basis, had been down, and the great Hector's sword had lacked a master but for these instances. So Troy would already be down, except these are the problems. The specialty of rule hath been neglected, and look how many Grecian tents do stand hollow upon this plain, so many hollow factions, when that the general is not like the hive to whom the foragers shall all repair. What honey is expected? Degree being vizarded, the unworthiest shows as fairly in the mask. There's a line missing. Okay. The heavens themselves, the planets and the center, observe degree, priority, and place, in fixture, course, proportion, season, form, office, and custom, in all line of order, and therefore is the glorious planet Sol, which is actually the sun, in noble eminence enthroned and sphered amidst the other, whose medicinable eye corrects the ill aspects of planets evil, and posts like the commandment of a king, sans check to good and bad. So the sun is awesome, organized, blah, 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 blah. But when the planets in evil mixture to disorder wander, what plagues and what portents, what mutiny, what raging of the sea, shaking of earth, commotion in the winds, fights, changes, horrors, divert and crack, rend and deracinate the unity and married calm of states quite from their fixture. Oh, when degree is shaked, which is the ladder to all high designs, the enterprise is sick. How could communities, degrees in schools, and brotherhoods in cities, peaceful commerce from dividable shores, the primogenity and due of birth, prerogative of age, crowns, scepters, laurels, but by degree stand in authentic place. Take but degree away, untune that string, and hark what discord follows. Each thing meets in mere repugnancy. The bounded waters should lift their bosoms higher than the shores and make a sop of all this solid globe. Strength should be lord of imbecility, and the rude son should strike his father dead. Force should be right, or rather, right and wrong, between whose endless jar justice resides, should lose their names, and so should justice too. Then everything includes itself in power, power into will, will into appetite, and appetite and universal wolf, so doubly seconded with will and power, must make perforce and universal prey, and last eat up himself. Great Agamemnon, this chaos, when degree is suffocate, follows the choking, and this neglection of degree it is, that by a pace goes backward in a purpose it hath to climb. The generals disdained by him one step below, he by the next, that next by him beneath. So every step exampled by the first pace that is sick of his superior grows to an envious fever of pale and bloodless emulation. And 'tis this fever that keeps Troy on foot, not her own sinews. To end a tale of length, Troy in our weakness lives, not in her strength. Okay, and he goes on and on and on, but all right, so that's, this is the old argument, everything in an order, and there is something to this. Degree, right? Well, if no one respects a king, then no one respects the duke, and blah, 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 goes all the way down and causes disorder, which is kind of true, right? You look at the broken window hypothesis, and it seems to be borne out by the data. In a neighborhood where windows are broken, no one has any respect for anything. And then it just spreads. And from a personal account, I can tell you, someone who runs shows and directs and runs casts, you're the model. And the way you behave is the way everyone else behaves. And the same with film sets and all these things. So, of course, the danger here is respect the noble guy because he was born that way, right? So we no longer believe that nobility is from your bloodline, though I believe nobility is innate, but I don't think it's because of who your parents are. I think it's because of who you are. And so he talks about the seas overstepping their bounds. And that's exactly what's happening over my head. There's water everywhere. So without degree, if nothing knows its place, nothing has any place, which is true. But of course, the inverse of that is that you could also use this speech to get people to do what you want. Be like, hey, look, I'm in power. These people are in power. If you don't listen to exactly what they say, it's chaos. Chaos. But he's not wrong. He's not wrong. What's the good line here? Is there one line that sums it up? It's must make himself. What do I say? What raging? Yeah, the sun. No, they're all spread out. There's not quite one line. Okay, actually, here we go. Take but degree away, untune that string, and hark what discord follows. There you go. Hark what discord follows. And it's true. Anyway, interesting. Even though I hate this play, that's an interesting speech. Thanks again for joining me for Bedtime Verses with Kyle. You can follow me here. Please subscribe to my YouTube, and there'll be new readings every weekday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good night. Sleep tight.